So for Horus, the Black Flame Dragon, of course, I have a armed dragon deck to go ahead and compete against that. Unfortunately, Horus is so much better than Armed Dragon in so many ways, shape, and form. We actually played Armed Dragon sometime earlier. This hand doesn't help. You can't even tell that I'm playing Armed Dragons, honestly, considering it's just a bunch of staples. But once again, using a list from the GO format database of decks. Can't say I'm very excited with this build. One of the things that it does, maybe that I'm not seeing correctly, but one of the things that it doesn't do very well is that it doesn't really have any monsters that are worth discarding for the effect of Armed Dragon, so you kind of don't use that effect, so why even play Armed Dragon at that point? So it's kind of just using the fact that you can, like, you know, level up into a bigger monster, which I kind of get. You know, Armed Dragon, ironically, does have the one benefit that the level 5 is stronger than the level 5 for Horus, so it has 100 more attack points. So at least there's that, you know, 2400, getting that out for free doesn't seem half bad, especially because, like, most of the way that this deck works is just using Mass Dragon and flying Kamakuri to just get the level 3 out on your opponent's turn and your turn, and then, or at the end of their turn, I should say, and then you can just go ahead and go into level 5 and wreck house that way. But if they go ahead and decide not to use it here, hitting Tribe Infecting Viruses, I think, are pretty good hits with DD Warrior Lady, but they're actually going to go ahead and tribute it for Horus, the Black Flame Dragon, level 5, and then level up immediately to level 8. And go ahead and attack in here. I can no longer use spell cards, and they have Molten Destruction to power it up. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Sacred Armor. So now spell cards are back on the menu, as they can now go ahead and use Swords of Revealing Light. Fortunately, I still have not drawn any actual cards that do anything. Great. I have, I think, Call face down, I have Premature in hand, I have Brain Control. I haven't been able to use any of these dang cards. Alright, at least now he has Terran the Mage out. I'm going to discard one, destroy my Mirror Force, which is a bit unfortunate, and then use that to pop my Tribe Infecting Virus. So I have a couple of options here, which is kind of nice. Now that they've given me Charon the Mage, I can go ahead and finally use this Brain Control over here. Grab said Charon the Mage, and I believe I should be able to discard this Stamping Destruction here, and then destroy this there. Go. I'd love to be able to, like, Monster Reborn. I probably shouldn't have used the Monster Reborn to bring back. It's what I was trying to get to. I probably shouldn't have used Call. I should have saved Call for if I ever get Armed Dragon, but it is what it is, because, like, I did use Brain Control, so they're gonna get it back. But see what happens. I could, I guess, also Creature Swap it away. An option that I have. I should be relatively okay here, right? I don't have a lot of cards yet, because they're just going to do this to pop that. Which is, I guess, fine. They would have done that next turn anyways. So I kind of just win here, essentially, because I can still not get and single arm. This was just Tribe Infecting Virus .deck, I guess. Because now I can summon Tribe Infecting Virus, use its effect here, discarding the Stampede Destructions that I just was not able to use. Target Beast Warrior, and then go ahead and swing in for game. Literally no other monster, aside from that one time Charon the Mage attack directly, did anything in this duel. Okay, let's go ahead and try that again. Surely this time we'll actually get to see Horus. I'm sorry, hopefully not Horus. I don't want to see that. Armed Dragon. Hopefully we'll see Armed Dragon do a little bit of something here. Okay, now we have a hand that actually does some stuff. We'll see if this Delinquent Duel even matters due to the fact that they go first. But okay, they do play a couple of cards, which is kind of nice. So we can decimate their hand here. Get put in a pretty good position here, actually, through the power of everything else but the Armed Dragons. So we're gonna go ahead and okay, cool. Got rid of their level 4. Let's go ahead and use these thunder dragons here. See if we can bait out a trap card, but probably not. And then what I can do is I can actually call down a breaker, get my counter, and then with breaker I can actually destroy one of their face downs. Let's say that one, which was actually Warrior Decree, which is extremely strong because they can turn off my spells and my traps while having a 3500 if they have Molten Destruction out, right? I was gonna say then I can clear this Solar Feather Dragon with breaker and it have nothing, right? But unfortunately they do have the shrink here where my monster down to half its attack. Ooh, that's kind of spoopy. Because now Blazing and Apache, I can only attack Blazing and Apache because they have another Pyro monster, I think it is, or is it just a Fire monster? Let's see here. And we're gonna take 500 from this damn thing. Been unfortunate. We have card destruction, which is interesting. Yeah, for another Pyro monster. It's interesting because I only play one copy of Armed Dragon level 7, which I kind of get. But at the same time, I keep getting him in my hand, so I can't really do anything with him. He just sits there because I can only play Armed Dragon level 7 from the deck, not from the graveyard or from my my hand. Or I think I can play from my hand, but specifically I can't play from the graveyard, which sucks because, you know, I would like to be able to do that. So we're going to call out Armed Dragon level 3 here, and then we're going to activate our Mirror Force here to clear the board, not deal with this thing anymore, and then in my standby phase, I'll actually be able to immediately go into level 5, which is nice. Ooh, I also have Premature Burial, which doesn't really do anything, if I'm being honest. Probably should not use it, but considering they only have one card in hand, it might be okay here, unless they have a crazy 2-card combo, because I could be cheeky and get another Armed Dragon level 5 next turn. And ideally, I could swing through this monster, but just in case it's a high defense monster, yep. We're gonna swing in with Armed Dragon level 5. I also believe level 5 has to destroy a monster in order for it to level up. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Level it up. Get this out of my hand, and I can also then card destruction to get rid of these Thunder Dragons and draw 2 new cards essentially. And they're just gonna play Molten Destruction and do nothing else, I guess, because they've had that card in their hand this entire time. So it's probably their level 8. We're actually going to draw one of our level 5, which is a bit unfortunate. Do I want to play the one from hand? No, we can go ahead and discard that, because not that I have any ways to bring it back right now, but if I had a way to bring it back, I could do that. This is a bit of a risky play, because I'm getting rid of their one dead card for something that may be useful to them. But we'll see. I'll go ahead and set 2. I can't really use Ring of Destruction unless they summon like Sangan or something, but we'll see what happens here. I could end it in a draw if I really need to. Pass turn on that. So I gave them a little bit of a chance here. I'll also getting rid of their level 5, not that that matters. They're gonna go ahead and graveyard in the 4th dimension, which is going to put that back into the deck. I don't know if they draw from that. No, they don't. And then they just got a monster that they're gonna set. Hopefully I can draw my Nobleman. Now we get another Brain Control. Yeah, I guess we just go to battle here and finish this off. Pretty simple with the, I guess, superior, not really, our level up dragon deck. But yeah, let's go ahead and not use Ring of Destruction here to end us in a draw instead of a victory for me. Pretty simple fight. And then now we have to somehow figure out how to get the other 3 opponents to show up. Let's see how that works out next time. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other, and have yourselves a damn good one.